welcome to the Beauty Under 40. It's not the podcast, it's something else. It's the group interview. Yeah, it's the group interview for the Artistry category. My name is Ralph Bryant, and I am here with 5 amazing finalists in the Artistry category. I'm not going to introduce them. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we're going to jump into this. This is the first of the 5. These are all going to run just before the finals, and then we want everyone to hang out with us at the finals on Tuesday, May 19th. So I'm gonna do it the way it looks like on my screen, hopefully. So Jen, why don't we start with you?
Hi, Genevieve Caspillo Nilas, from Vancouver, BC, owner of Studios. Hi, here.
Excellent. All right, who's next? Because I just realized how it's set up on my screen is not set up on yours. So someone just go next.
Okay, I can go because I'm next to Jen on my screen.
Okay.
So I'm Alexandre Delaurier, a French-Canadian from Quebec City. I'm living in Toronto now, and I'm a freelance makeup artist.
Excellent. Julie.
My name's Julie Berzinga, and I work at a salon called Salon Entre Nous in London, Ontario.
Excellent. Valerie?
Hello, I'm Valerie from French-Canadian too, from Montreal. I'm a nail artist, and I have my academy here in Montreal.
Okay. George?
Hi, I'm George Joa. I'm from Brampton, Ontario, just outside of Toronto, and I own Koi Hair Studio.
Excellent. So as I said, this is very exciting because we've been trying to do these for a couple of weeks now. And as if pandemic wasn't enough, I also decided to move in the middle of it. Bad idea. But we're here now, which is great. So, Jen, I'm going to start with you. Where were you when you found out or heard about Beauty Under 40 and that you were nominated?
Where was I? I don't remember where I was when I got nominated, but I do remember where I was when I found out that I finalized.
Okay.
I actually was on an airplane going to Australia. So I started crying on the airplane like a crazy person. I bought the Wi-Fi. What else was I going to do for a 14-hour plane?
Yeah.
Right? So all of a sudden this email came in, and I just was already surprised to be nominated to begin with. I don't know how I got nominated, so to just make finals was like, what is even happening? I don't understand what's going on, but I'm happy. So yeah.
Alexandre, who's the first person that you told when you found out?
I was actually on set, and I was on set with the hairstylist, and so I did share that with them because I thought like he was very special, you know, like I was working with Davines, and then like I received that. So the first person was Anna Pachito, hairstylist from Montreal.
Oh yeah, just name dropping Anna Pachito.
But I guess you must know her because I'm not from the hair industry, right? So.
Right. Yeah. No one knows who Anna Pachita is. No one. Never heard of her. So, Julie, what did your kids think?
Oh, my kids don't care about anything I do, Ralph. My husband is very impressed, though.
Okay.
My kids little to care.
George, when you walked into the salon after knowing that you were nominated, what did people in the salon say?
Well, I was actually in New York teaching while I got the news, so I didn't get home for a week after I got the news. So,
okay.
But when I got back to the salon, I was kind of just shocked when I told everybody. Everyone was like when, how? Like everyone's like, how did this even happen? So everyone was really, really excited. I guess just more anxious to get more information and learn more about the whole event. So it was really exciting.
Yeah. So, Valerie, now you have lots of awards in your trophy case. I'm curious how the Beauty Under 40 finalists, where there's no trophy, unfortunately, but how does it fit with winning world championships and nails and all of that?
No, mate, it was like, I'm really honored to have to be nominated with the other artists here just with you, because you are so talented. And I say, oh my God, this is really an honor for me to be nominated on Artistry, because you have a lot of categories, but for the Artistry, so this is really a big honor for me, and one of the most favorite, or if I need to choose one, this is what I choose. Like, I want to be an artist. I want to be an artist. So I'm really honored to have this nomination.
Jen, how do you think about artists, or what the word artistry and being an artist? What does that mean to you?
Oh, that means so much to me, because it definitely the creative side to it, and being innovative and gathering whatever you can to inspire you to create whatever you want to do. Also, being able to speak your mind through that word, being able to express yourself through something that somebody else might not understand that you're creating on your own. So it's a very personal thing, and for other people to see that and appreciate it is a huge honor to even just share that.
So it's interesting. I look at the five of you, and we have three hairstylists, a makeup artist, a nail expert. We have Contessa winners and salon owners and national global educators for brands. Like, we really have captured kind of the full diversity of the professional beauty industry. So Alessandra, I know that you are a makeup artist, and I know sometimes you dabble in hair a little bit. As a makeup artist, to be recognized, how does that feel?
It feels very special, because when I did started, I always been very curious to learn, right? And when I was attempt to seminar or meeting like professional, it was not enough, I wanted to learn more that they could give, and then I did my own research and my own work, and I started like an architect, like deconstruct everything and rebuild it and rethink and then put the axe in it and restart again, and then you start to arrive in the middle of the essence of the art, and then when you share that, for me it's very exciting, because it's always what I wanted to have received when I was younger. And when you see other people kind of connect and share that with you and said, oh, Alexander, like, you give me the right to be myself, So for me, this is I'm very proud of it. So that's for sure, that be recognized as the artistry of makeup artists, especially because I'm different in the approach of it. So I'm very proud of it.
Julie, you are, of the five of you, I feel like I know your work the most. You really
have your nails done.
So here's a little funny thing about Valerie's nails. So we did her podcast interview on Friday, and her nails were not done.
No.
And
I make one nails, but not the other one. Just just
before
one.
And after.
Just
okay.
One.
So I was gonna say this is a podcast, so no one will see it, but we're actually gonna do the video for this. So Valerie has one hand painted and the other hand not painted. Friday, she had no paint on her nails. So this is a process. This is a process. By Thursday, she might have both hands painted.
Maybe.
By Tuesday.
Yeah. So so Julie, where do you find your inspiration, your artistic inspiration?
A million places, really. I love I like going to chapters. I love going through Italian Vogue and British Vogue, and then just honestly scouring the internet and look through other hairstylists that I love and admire. Trends, fashion, runway shows, Instagram, tags that come up everywhere.
Now, George, you travel probably 200 days a year, I would guess, right? Something crazy like that.
It's gotten well. It was crazy. It's a little calm right now, but yeah, it can get crazy at times.
I only know that because when I was a sales rep, I've stalked George for many different brands over the years, and 90% of the time, George is not in the salon. And I would walk into the salon and be like, okay, and I just walk out. Sometimes I just stopped even introducing myself. So the reason why I'm asking you that, George, is now you're stuck at home. So how hard is it for you, for someone who's always going? I know I'm sure Alexandra has that same problem of, going, and now you're stuck at home. How are you dealing with being at home during quarantine?
Well, it's definitely an adjustment. At first, it was kind of like Groundhog Day, things where it was almost like the same day every day. It's gonna, get a little bit crazy. But I just try to keep myself distracted. Like, as much I'm becoming, got to be a little bit of a hair nerd online. There's a lot of education happening out there, so I'm trying to keep myself, inspired and educated. Family, one thing that's been great is to catch up with my nieces and my family, my sister and stuff. So that was one thing that really is a positive out of all this, is I get to catch up with family, which, sometimes us doing what we do, being busy all year, you kind of forget how fast a couple of months, 6 months, a year goes by, and you see little kids, all of a sudden they're like double the size. So catching up with family and home renovations, to be honest, try to get some stuff done that I put in the back burner for so long that I'm like, there's really no excuse now. So just try to keep busy around the house and with family and education.
Yeah. So speaking of education, Valerie, you actually, I don't know about the other 5 of us, but you have not stopped working.
No. But all my travel that I have, because I have all travel too till on June, but everything was postponed or canceled everywhere. So I'm supposed to be in Paris. No, Paris. And but but I'm still working, yes, because I have a lot of education online, so I need to innovate. And because I have my my own distribution too, so yeah, I work a lot. I wish I have a little bit of time, but I don't put my alarm on in the morning. I go working, like I take my time in the morning, so to enjoy a little bit. Like
Good.
you.
Good. Jen, I know for you, sending me your nomination video. I'm going to ask Julie this question too. I know sending me the nomination video was not easy.
No.
Tell me about that.
I still haven't watched it.
Never watched that.
5 minutes, right? And not even the one that was posted on Instagram that has been, sized down to a minute. I still haven't watched that either. And so many people have been messaging me like, oh my God, you were vulnerable. And I was like, I still haven't watched it. I'm like, please don't tell me anything. I will eventually watch it and post everything on my Instagram. So I'm working myself up to that, not gonna lie.
All right. Julie, same question.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jen. I still haven't watched it either. I think I handed mine in at 9:30 on the last night it do because it
You were
took
the-
me that long.
You were the last
Even-
one.
Yeah, that's hard for me. I did this.
I have a question.
No.
Did you edit it
What's-
yourself? Video?
And I didn't. I literally sat on my floor. There's no editing at all.
Oh, okay. Because
I'm not really inclined.
I actually have a blooper reel.
Oh, I want it. I want it.
Amazing.
I'm gonna post the blooper reel on my Instagram, but I took so many different clips that my best friend put it all together and I sent it in fine. So I don't even remember what I said or what I did, but I know the blooper reel.
Oh, you did great.
Is it hard for us to be focusing on you as an artist and as a person and not as the work that you do?
I learned very soon that to become a better artist, you have to become a better person. So from that, I always improve my person. So I'm not shy to show. And I've been like throughout the years, like did many conferences. So I enjoy it. Like I have no jet lag between the art that I do and the person that I am. It's very related. So it's the same.
Wow. That's life goals.
Yeah.
Now for Valerie and George, you guys spend a pretty large amount of your time putting yourselves out there in your education and George, trap on stages all over the place. So was it easier for you guys maybe than it would have been for Jen and Julie, who are focused on letting kind of their work show through? Was it easier for you guys?
But for me, I don't think so. Like I'm, all the time when I'm always stressful. I make a lot of video, but all the time I don't watching again too. Like no, because you always think something's wrong and judge you and everything. So I'm not shy of who I am, but I don't want to watch me back and judge me more than I do normally. So I prefer to, but all the time it's stressful for me. Instead I made it a lot, it's stay stressful for me to do that. And English, it's the worst, really the worst. So yeah, in French it's more easy to be myself, but in English I need to think about, and oh my god, it's not easy at all.
Okay. George, same question. How was it putting yourself out there like that? Being in front of the camera wasn't as stressful as not so much as talking about yourself. I think that's where it becomes a little bit different, especially I am on the stages or in front of people, but it's always delivering information and making it about them. It's always about them. We were kind of always brought up to not make it about us, to make it about the learner or the person that's watching. So when you have to flip it around, it kind of goes against the DNA, like to talk about yourself and what kind of makes you tick and whatnot. So that part was, I actually had to sit down. I'm like, what am I going to say? Like what? Like you had to sit down and actually think about it. When normally I could just talk. Right. When I actually had to sit down and think, like, wow, what am I going to say? Like I actually wrote down notes, and put them on a big sticky behind the camera, and I had to sit there and actually. Okay, what makes me tick? I guess talking about yourself and really thinking about that stuff is always a little bit more difficult. Part of the reason why the ABA wanted to do this is that we wanted to recognize that there are just so many incredible people doing incredible work that many of us have never heard of, because we regurgitate a lot of the same names, not the ABA, but the industry in general. And so it's an incredible opportunity to be able to have worked on this project to introduce Canada to 25 incredible people, whether they actually win or not. And so for me, there is something in the joy of being a finalist. So I'm going to go around and ask each of you that question. What does it feel like to be nominated? And how would it feel if you won? Start with Valerie.
You, funny, you started with me. You told us that you give me 1 minute to write.
I'm giving you a minute.
Sentence.
No, I'm giving you a minute. You can take the minute. If anyone else would like to go first, it's totally okay. No pressure. I think George is ready.
I knew you were going to do that.
He took his sip. He settled in.
Well, I'll just keep it simple. Like when I first think about it, I feel very honored and humbled to be a finalist. That's when I think about it. That's to be recognized in this category among all these amazing other artists. Everyone in this group is super talented and super amazing. So I'm very honored and I'm very humbled to be a part of this. And if I would win, I'd be grateful. And I would just love the opportunity to give back and to be able to encourage and inspire others to, if they have a goal, push for it, because everything's attainable. If you really feel that you want something, everything's attainable. You just got to go for it.
Perfect. Jen.
Yes. For someone that has been behind the scenes for so long, it is unreal to be nominated. And to final is even more unreal. Like, I can't even find the words for that. So definitely a surprise of recognition for someone that was so shy and always behind the scenes. But to also know that the journey has been long and it's about time that I come into my own this way. I think it's time, and I'm just super honored, super humbled to be really recognized with such an amazing group of people, for sure. So I leave it with the universe. Whatever's supposed to happen is supposed to happen. We all have been recognized for all the hard work that we've put into this, the roller coaster, the times that we've wanted to give up and just came back because we couldn't stay away. It shows, and it's finally showing for itself. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity in any way.
Alexandre.
I think you said earlier like something very cool, that like each 5 of us, we are like in a very specific in our field, and together, it's like the white light. The white light is divided by different, like the red, the blue, like every like spectrum is right. So all together, like I thought was fantastic when the ABA decided to promote the new generation and also promote like a new innovative way of work, and I think it was exactly in line about I feel I recognize myself in it, because I was always trying to pushing like a new way of working, and so I just felt like it was fantastic when the ABA decided to do that, and so I feel very, of course, honored, but it just motivated me even more to give me more like strength to push the message about the young generation, that we are good and we can bring something on the table. And so for me, it would just be the continuation of it. Like, I'm very proud of it.
Perfect. Julie.
Yeah, it was such an honor. It was amazing to even be nominated. I was super surprised when I got that email. And then honestly, to become a finalist, I really think that was to make it down to 5 people, like, that was possible. So to get that email, I was at home and I just kind of handed my phone to like, can you read this? Is this right? It was, you're just really grateful, really happy. And it's such a neat thing to be a part of such a amazingly talented group with all 4 of you guys. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I never really think about winning with stuff because I just honestly think that the award could go to any of you. You guys are so incredibly talented and such an inspiration to the industry. And I'd be really grateful, but be really happy no matter how this goes.
Valerie, finish us
I'm
off.
ready. I think I have something to say. I think I have something to say. Different.
Okay.
You know, artistry for me, it was an honor to be nominated, but also because, you know, when I started in the industry, I feel a little bit imposter. This is hard to be artist and to be recognized on your individuality. I don't know. Alexander,
perfect.
help me.
Individuality.
Individuality.
Oh, I'm not very better than you.
So if
Individuality.
Individuality, like it's a part of artistry, and also to be so it was an honor for me. If how I will feel proud about myself, to find myself on my own way, not individuality, like, and to show them, and some people's like recognize this. Oh my God, it's so hard in English to express myself.
I'm gonna do what I said to you during the interview. Say it in French.
In French. Okay,
Yes.
Okay. I will say it in French.
Go.
Alors, je suis vraiment très, très fière de faire partie de ça, parce que souvent, je me suis sentie comme une imposteur dans mon domaine, parce que on se disait, ben, c'est juste des ongles, c'est juste ça. Fait que de faire partie, puis d'avoir été nominée comme artiste de l'année, et si jamais j'ai à remporter ça, je vais me sentir fière de moi, d'avoir cru en mon individualité et d'avoir poussé mon art complètement en innovant et en étant fidèle à qui je suis. Alors, c'est ça.
Perfect.
Wow. So well said.
Okay.
Can you tell us, ça a-tu du sens, Alexandre? This makes sense.
Oh yeah, that really makes sense, you know. That really makes sense.
Good. So, okay. I tried to commit to a half hour. I think I'm off by a minute. So I apologize. But this has been really amazing. You guys are amazing. I've been so ratified and personally fulfilled through this process, and this is just another one of those incredible opportunities for me and for the ABA. And you should all be super proud of yourselves. And you've earned every bit of it. And so on behalf of myself, behalf of the ABA, I congratulate you on being a finalist for Beauty Under 40, and we'll see who wins on the 19th.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Everyone.
So stay safe and stay sane, everyone. We'll see you on the 19th. This is the Beauty Under 40 group interview in the artistry category. Peace, everyone.
Thank you so much.
All right.
God bless.
Cheers. Bye.
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 And watch your video.
Video.
Bye.